Okay, good morning everyone. Afreilichen Zois Chanukah, the day of great wonders. The first wonder is that we're Zoicha to learn Torah. After 2,000 years, not only Zoicha to learn Torah, we have better prints of Mishna Berura than they ever had in the history. We have more Sfarim than they ever had. We have more Torah than they ever had. It's a Pele, it's a wonder. Ava Rabba Havtanu Hashem Elokeinu. Okay, we're up to Siman Kuf Yud Daled. We're in the middle of Seif Ches. The Mechaber said in Seif Ches, then the rainy season, in the summer, if you're Mesupik, if you said Mashrech Marad Gashem, so for 30 days you have to assume you said Gashem, and you need to go back, because if you say Marad HaGashem in the summer, it's a problem. Why didn't the Mechaber say it the other way around? In the rainy season, if you're Mesupik, maybe you didn't say rain, because it's not a big deal in the Mechaber, because if you didn't say rain, you said Marad Hatol, but the Yavad Marad Hatol is a good replacement for Marad HaGashem. However, for Bnei Ashkenaz that do not say Marad Hatol, the same thing would be in the rainy season. If you're Mesupik, if you said Marad HaGashem, you would have to go back. Says Rama, V'adin l'didan de'in maskirin talbi ma'isa chama. For us, we don't mention the dew in the summer. Im nestapik lo yamamar Marad HaGashem ma'isa geshom. If you're not sure if you said the rain in the rainy season, kol shloshim yom chayzer. For 30 days you go back. Devadei amar k'moshe rago. You definitely said what you're accustomed to saying. V'harei lo hisker lo tal v'lo geshem. You didn't mention not rain and not dew. La'achar shloshim yom einay chayzer. After 30 days you don't go back. Siv Katan Lamed Vav we're up to, in honor of Chanukah. Siv Katan Lamed Vav, okay? Ad zman zeh Chazaka shamer k'moshe ragal arata. Until this time, there's a presumptive status that you probably said what you're used to. Aval mikan ve'elach, from here on, kfar hurgo l'shoiner lemer kalacha. You already trained your tongue to say what's proper. Now, says the Mishnah Berura, Sivkatan Lamed Zayin Shloshim Yam V'Yafa Gavde B'Sif Tes Kasav D'Dai B'Tishim Pamim. In Seif Tes, the Mechaber says you only need 90 times. Uv'Shloshim Yam Yesh Yoyser Mizeh Mibnei Tfilas HaMusafim. And by the way, from here, the Chassam Sofer famously derives in a tshuva that 30 days is dafka, because in 30 days you have 101 times, and 101 is the skula to help you remember. And the Chassam Sofer says, who is he to argue on the Mechaber, but Makom hinichu lo min hashamayim, that the Yushalmi says 30 days, it doesn't say 90 times. So according to the Chassam Sofer, you need more than 30 days. I'm sorry, according to the Chassam Sofer, you need more than 90 times. Kfar tertzu arbi me'achroinim. Many achroinim say the shloishim yom gamkein roitzaloimer kaminyan tfilos hatmidi yoshesh b'shloishim yom. 30 days doesn't mean 90. 30 days doesn't mean 100 tfilos. It means a regular 30 days. Dahainu shalosh pam v'yamim kein le'divrayim loy ba'ina shloishim yom shleimim. Accordingly, you would not need 30 full days. Ela kivan shoshtam tisham tfilas. As soon as you get to 90, memelo hurgal l'shana lemer kahalacha. You've already trained yourself to say kahalacha.
How do we get to 101 in 30 days?
The Chassam Sofer has a cheshbon that in
only an extra 4, right? An extra 4 musaf.
Right. So what are the extra 4?
Okay, so we're 94. We need another 7.
Probably the 7 days of Yom Tif. In other words, when you're, let's say the first day of Pesach, okay? So you have the full Yom Tif, or so the lashon of the Yushalmi is that it's specifically talking about starting or stopping. So it's referring to where, plus you have 2 days Rosh Chodesh, okay? Let's say you have Rosh Chodesh, and Chassam Sofer makes a precise cheshbon. He makes a precise calculation. It's in the Sefer, by the way, in Maggid Harakiah Parsha Tetzaveh, on the secret of 101, we bring the Tshuvas Chassam Sofer. You have it? You have one? Every Jewish home should have one, yeah? Right? So, you have one. Dr. Pinchas has one. Okay. Anyway, that's the Chassam Sofer. But again, the stira is here. The Mechaber says 30 days. 30 days is more than 90 tefillos, and in Sivtes he says 90 tefillos. Ella, okay. Ul'inyan she'ela regarding asking for rain. The ein b'shloishim yom tishim tefillos, that you don't have 90 tefillos in 30 days. Why? You only have 7 brachas on Shabbos. There's no request for rain. Yitzmach mizeh chumra. It would come out of chumra that for the same talamat bracha, the yitzach lachser misveka afil achar shloshim yom ad sheyishlam tishim tefillos until you have 90 tefillos. Shehor galashon elam b'hem koigen. Umidivrei agra v'oid kama achronim mashma the ikar tali rak b'shloshim yom. From the Gra and other achronim it's mashma. We're not going to start counting. It's the Chazaka is created in 30 days. 30 days creates a Chazaka. Bein lahakel, bein lahachmer. Venira de lamaisa yesh lahakel kishnehem. Lamaisa, you could be lenient like both opinions, namely, that if 30 days pass and you don't have 90 tefillos, you don't have to go back. And if 90 tefillos pass and you don't have 30 days, you don't have to go back. The suffix brachos lahakel. You could be suffix on. You could be mekel on both ends. If you hit 90 before 30 days, or if you hit 30 days before you get to 90 tefillos, you could be mekel. What if? Okay, one second. Let's go a little further. Kasavataz dem shagag oy pasha be'izu yom yamayim me'ila shoshim yom v'lo yispal klal. What if a guy, he didn't daven one day, so now does his chazaka take an extra day because he missed the day? He doesn't have the 90 tefillos. Doesn't ruin the chazaka. It sounds like the psychology is, it takes 30 days for the human mind to get into a new mode. It's not because you did it. It's that after 30 days of supposed to having to do something, I wonder, let's say you have a guy, Nebuch, he's in the hospital for 30 days. Then also, this guy, let's say he misses 3 weeks of the tefillah. No? So what's the threshold? You can only miss 1 or 2 days, not 3 days? I guess so, that's what he says. Be'eza yoim o yoimayim. You can miss 1 or 2 days. Come on. Ayin sham. Because of the Seif Magen Gibarim, the kol shekenim sha'al b'shomei tefillah chadam da'oilalai. Certainly, if you miss it and you say in shomei tefillah, it will help. They all challenge the din of the das. How could you create a chazaka without actually having done it for 30 days? Okay. Now we say b'chezga shehizger. After 30 days, presume that he sent it. V'im baroloi shoy b'daito liskar me'en ha'ma'ira. Le'inyan haskara u'shela v'yavayavachai gavna b'seicha tefillah. Like this. You start off the Shemana Esrei, you're like, don't forget Mashrach Mageshna. You're like, sometimes I say, I'm going to hold my pinky, and I'm not releasing it until I say the right thing. So this way when I get up to it, I'm thinking, why in the world am I holding my pinky? Oh, it's because I need to say. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean you'll necessarily remember, by the way, but at least you'll have a shot. Now, if you, let's say, had in mind explicitly to say the right thing. Now, if right after Mashrach Mageshna you say, hey, did I say it? You have to go back. But if a while later after the davening you say, did I say it? Then you could rely on the fact that since you had in mind explicitly to say it, and it didn't dawn on you, maybe you didn't say it until a while later, then we could assume you said it. Yeah? So, V'im baroloi shoy b'daito liskar me'en ha'ma'ira le'inyan haskaro sheila v'yavayachai gavna b'toichat tefillah. Ula'achar zman muflag, and a while later, we'll have to see how long that is. Nafal safek b'libai, im zachar b'tefillah ein tzarich lachzar. You don't have to go back. This is a very important halacha. Okay, now Rav Shlomo Zalman says, what is zman muflag? Doesn't mean once you finish the Shemana Esrei. Meaning, is Zman Muflag just a long time, and if you're davening a very long Shemana Esrei, and 3 minutes later it dawns on you? Or is it dafka if you finish the Shemana Esrei? I mean, I would add a third suffix. Maybe Zman Muflag means that if you remember right after Shemana Esrei, that's not good enough. It's only if you remember, when you're up to Aleinu. It doesn't say what Zman Muflag is. In any event, this is a very important halacha. That if when you started Shemana Esrei, you said, I better not forget to say Yal V'Yavai. And then a while after, you're not sure if you said it, you don't have to go back. Vim nisara suffix miyad achar atfila. Not like Rav Shlomo Zalman. If the suffix crept up right after you finish Shemana Esrei, yesh lachzor, you have to go back. But if it crept up chveis on your way home, or let's say right now, you say, hey, did I say v'sein talamat el this morning? So you have to go back. You know that? If right now you say, hey, did I say v'sein talamat el you got to daven again, right now. Yeah. It's only January 2nd. Not in Eretz Yisrael, you're an Eretz Yisrael guy. But for us in America, we start as December 5th. Yeah? You would still follow American law. So, if you think right now, hey, I don't know if I said v'sein talamat el you have to go back. But if you know that during Shemana Esrei, you said, I better not miss v'sein talamat el and now you're not sure if you said it, you don't have to go back.
What does it mean before you started, you remember you have to say it? That before Shacharis begins? Before Shemana Esrei?
I would assume during Shemana Esrei. You want to know if when you woke up in the morning?
I walked to the shul, I saw the sign, it says, saying Talamata, the front. Oh yeah, I've got to say. And I start davening.
Right, it's a good shaila. I understood it's talking about, you thought that during Shemana Esrei. Would it help if you thought that in the on the way to shul in the morning? The way the human mind works, it's not going to do you any good if you thought it on the way to shul in the morning,
Apparently it doesn't do any good if you know at the beginning of Shemana Esrei.
I agree to that also.
Does a clap help? The fact that they clap the Aliyah?
Oh.
Everyone knew at the beginning of Shemana Esrei, you're supposed to say it. No one forgot at that point, everyone remembered then.
Does a clap help? I would think so. I mean, when you heard the clap, you knew why they were clapping. But again, it's a combination svara. You had it in mind in the beginning, and it didn't dawn on you. Maybe you didn't say it until a while later. If it came to your mind right away, good chance you didn't say it. But if anyway you didn't even think, maybe you didn't say it until later, so that's also a contributing factor over here. Okay. Very good.
Recording stop.
Don't